Happy Friday, friends. So, happy Friday. So excited to talk to you guys about this amazing opportunity and our coaching tribe and just kind of explain a few more things. So if at any point while you're watching these, I want you, if you have a question, I want you to drop it, because if you have it, more than likely one of us also had it, and I just really like talking through this stuff. I think it's a really important part. So if you've been in here a while, you are no stranger to my Friday chats where I kind of share something that's on my heart. And so I went on a walk this morning and I was thinking about how who I was when I came to Beachbody. So I came to Beachbody in 2 different seasons, and I want to talk about that because some of you are in here and you're not interested in coaching. You feel like this is something you totally couldn't do, and I want you to know that like joining our tribe, it's not a one size fits all. Like there's so many different journeys and routes that you can take, and it's going to be a really personal experience. So I don't want you to follow along with my story or see any of the other coaches in here who share their journey and compare yourself to them. You, as you are right now, could completely do this business if that was something you felt led to do. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it's super easy, but I am going to tell you the truth that it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. And I'm so grateful for it. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Sarah Nelson. And I am the founder of the Positive Vibe Tribe. I've been a coach now for almost 4 years. I'm actually coming up on my 4-year anniversary next week, I think. Yeah, yep, this is true. And I'm just super duper grateful for it. So when I was first introduced to Beachbody, I had no interest in it. My girlfriend was all about it. She was actually a discount coach. Like she was just getting her shakes at a discount, and she really loved it, which is why she shared it with me. She wasn't trying to sell me. She wasn't trying to recruit me. She wasn't trying to grow a team. She was just genuinely, I love this and I think this would rock your socks. But I had all this prejudgment, and I was thinking it was going to be some kind of like creepy salesy thing, and I had no interest in it. So I was already shut down. I was already not interested when she told me about it. And I was like, no thanks, I'm good. But she was super persistent. So those of you who we keep landing in your inbox or we keep chatting with you in real life and we're like, I really think you should explore this opportunity, we're not following up with you. We're not harping on you or hunting you because we want something from you. It's coming from a place of genuine, like, this has rocked my life and I really think this would rock your life. So if you are here, if you have been invited, one of us feels that way about you. So I want you just to listen with an open mind, like I eventually did, and just see where this takes you, right? So anyway, she kept inviting me and I was like, I'm not interested. I like to chew my food. I am good with my fitness journey. And I was, like I had recommitted to my journey. I had 3 kids. I had, I had 3 kids. How old were they? Connor was probably like 1. That means Shannon was 3 and Shar was 5. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe they were a little bit older, but that's where I was when I started my fitness journey. And I was already doing something. Like I was part of Stroller Strides. I had become a group exercise instructor. Like I wasn't interested in home workouts. I'd purchased them before and they just basically acted as paperweights. Like I had no interest in it, but she was persistent. Like whoever it keeps inviting you to this group or keeps inviting you to join their next, upcoming challenge or whatever. So I finally was like, fine, I'll come over, I'll work out with you. And it was so much fun. It was Shanti and it was like 25 minutes and I was dying. I was completely out of breath, but it was so freaking fun. And she kind of like piqued my interest. Like I was like, okay, fine. Like I'm more open to this. I'm still not sure. But then she made me her creepy shake. I was like, I like to chew my food. I'm not interested in your meathead stuff. Thanks, but no thanks. But I really liked it. I actually went home. We had chocolate and I went home and I was so productive that day. I had so much energy. I cleaned my house and I was like, man, I feel amazing. It took me a while for that light bulb to go off, or maybe the light bulb went off, but I just didn't want to like give it the credit. So eventually she kept following up with me and kept inviting me, and there was a new program coming out that was a Pilates yoga hybrid, which is PiYo for those of you who've done it, and I wanted it. I wanted it bad, and at that time, we only sold one program. Beachbody only sold one program at a time. You guys, now you get access to literally everything, and so I spent the $160 to get my PiYo challenge pack, which was my PiYo DVDs and my calendar and my like recipe guide, and it came with a 30-day supply of Shakeology, and I loved it. I did it. I did it every single day. She put me in a group and she was like, I'm your coach, but you're responsible for your own journey. And so I started showing up and I started just sharing every single day. This is my workout. I treated it, I used our virtual Facebook group as like my journal, like a virtual journal. So those of you who are in groups and you're not getting momentum, that's not on me or your coach. That's on you. You have to take ownership in this journey. And I know that home workouts can be super tricky for people, but I just think that's because you haven't found the right secret sauce yet and you haven't started to plug in enough in the group. So when you start to treat our groups like your virtual journal and you're logging, I got my workout in today, I feel really good, or I feel really sore, this is super hard, I don't know if I can do that. When you start to share that authentically, you get more invested in your journey. It gets you momentum. It's added accountability. You're going to inspire all the other people in that group. And really, that's what we do as coaches, is we just share our journey day by day. So I was doing that. I got an amazing transformation. If you're in any of our accountability groups, I shared about PiYo yesterday, and I actually dropped my very first before and after. The before is like super dark, like I didn't know what I was doing clearly, but there was a massive transformation. And I was already doing a fitness program. Like I was working out in the park, I was using weights, I was using bands, I was committed to that journey, and I was an instructor. And then I did 60 days of an at-home workout where they range from like 18 minutes, 20 minutes, or 45, 55 minutes, depending on which PiYo I had to do that day. And it totally, completely, 100% transformed my body, and it also transformed my belief. And so I went from being kind of a skeptic where I don't really need your meathead shake, this is way too expensive, I don't see the value in it, to let me know more. And that's where like part 2 of my Beachbody journey comes in, because I was so afraid that I was gonna fail. I was so afraid that it was gonna be selling and that it was gonna be me inboxing people and just being icky and slimy, and I just didn't understand it. And so it took me an entire year, and there was a girl I was following over on Instagram, and she was nice enough to let me get into her sneak peek group just like this, where she broke it down, and actually went way too long. It was like a week and a half, and there was a gazillion videos, but she broke it all down. And I decided that after like thinking about it and really in my gut wanting to do it, I just didn't have the confidence that I could. I didn't know that I had enough of a transformation to like share it with people. It was all fear holding me back. And so I eventually, after, my husband, he was like, just freaking do it. So I did. I went all in as a coach after I purchased PiYo like a year prior, and I was doing it constantly, and I was referring other people just to like random, like, I love this workout, you should go do it. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know how Beachbody coaches make money. I didn't realize that there was a referral system. Like I didn't know any of it until I became a coach. And in some ways, I'm really grateful it took me that time, because your journey is your own, right? And it doesn't do you any good to shit all over the place or look in the rearview mirror and be like, I wish I'd signed up earlier. I do wish I'd followed my gut sooner, but I'm also grateful because all that time it took me to come to this place made me who I am today. And so if you are a coach on our team and it's taking you a while to get some momentum and you're allowing your fear to be in your way, I don't want you to should all over the place. I don't want you to rearview mirror and be like, man, if I just gotten started earlier. That doesn't do you any good. That's not going to build you up or get you any momentum. I want you to make the commitment today, whoever you are, whether or not you're one of our clients or you're thinking about getting started with us or you're a coach or you're like ready to become a coach. I just want you to treat today the way it should be treated, which is this is a fresh start and I can do whatever I put my mind to, and I'm just going to do my best and forget the rest. Progress over perfection. That's our mantra inside the Positive Vibe Tribe. And so I became a coach. I ordered the 21-Day Fix Extreme. Again, that was still when you only got one program, you guys, and now you get the entire freaking catalog. It's such a crazy, stupid deal. So I did that, and I started drinking my Shakeology consistently, and I was coachable. My coach at the time that I signed up with is not active. I wish that I was part of a super active team, but I just wasn't, which is okay because it's given me that opportunity to step into this role and to really make our Positive Vibe Tribe what I want it to be. And I want you to know the same thing that like if you join our tribe, if you're part of our tribe, you're going to have so much support. There's so much training. There's so many pieces that you can layer in to get your own momentum. But I also want you to know that you don't have to be a carbon copy. You don't have to be Sarah Nelson. Like you are going to be you. You are going to speak to your exact audience, the people that are just like you, the people who are in the same place that you were when you came to this, or that you were or are currently. And there's so much freedom in this. This market is not oversaturated. There are so many people that don't know what Beachbody is. There's so many people that don't understand how this works. And there's so many people who do join another random coach, right? And then that coach ghosts them, or that coach falls off their own journey. And so then they're kind of like, maybe they have a bad taste in their mouth, or maybe they're not really sure what this is. And that's your opportunity to find those people and to shine the light and to make this whatever you want it to be. So last week I chatted with a couple of you and you were like, oh, I just couldn't do that. I don't know, this seems too hard. And I'm telling you that I'm not gonna lie and say this is easy, but this is so freaking worth it. You're gonna work on your own fitness journey. Hopefully you're committed to working on your own fitness journey. And if you can work on your own fitness journey and you can also shine the light for other people and help them get momentum and make some income along the way, why wouldn't you? Like, you're already invested. That time is already gonna pass, whether you decide to coach as like a discount coach or a hobby coach or an all-in business coach. And I don't want you to prejudge this, because if you're prejudging it, that's because you don't have all the information. And honestly, I'm still learning stuff. Like, I'm 4 years deep. I've worked this business almost every single day the entire time I've been a coach, not because it's something I have to do, but because it's something that has transformed my life and has given me so much. And so I look at it as like a blessing and something that I naturally want to pay forward. So I don't consider what I do selling. I don't ever sell. I have no interest in that. I build relationships with people. I share honestly and authentically about my journey on social media, and I follow up with people. I invite them all the time. I'm starting something new. I'm doing something new because this is my journey. As a coach, I'm struggling with my nutrition. That means I'm going to focus on a nutrition group. Or I'm struggling with my mindset, and that means I'm going to focus on a mindset group. Your coaching journey is going to be so personal and so unique to you, and the people who need you will come into your life and they will be 100% all on board. And if you're not finding those people, if you're part of our coach tribe, I'm going to ask you to take a look in the mirror and see if you're actually doing the things that we've told you to do. If you're actually following the roadmap. We have a roadmap. There's so much training. We all overtrain. We all think we have to get better before we're believable, but that's not true. Who you are right now, whether that means you're super fit or you have 150 pounds to lose, or maybe you don't even have a weight loss goal. Like, maybe your goal is to tone up and to feel comfortable in your skin and to battle through your anxiety or postpartum stuff. Like, wherever you are on your journey is amazing and perfect. You don't have to change it. You don't have to have some massive before and after or some kind of expertise under your belt, because we as coaches are just regular people. We don't pretend to be anything we're not. Some of us actually do have certifications, but others of us don't. And we're just committed to our journeys. We're committed to shining the light. And I'm telling you that coaching has helped me so much on my own personal journey, because the days I don't want to work out, the days I don't want to show up, I do it anyway. I've created the habit. I have the accountability. I have all these women that need me. And maybe that seems scary to you, but I want you to flip the script on that and think about how that might be exactly what you need. You might need to have more skin in the game where there's other people who need you, so that you step into who you want to be. You step into that role. You level up. And as coaches, that's what we do. We're not perfect. We're so far from perfect, but we just are committed to showing up to our journeys every single day. So, my friends, I went from not thinking I could do this at all to being a complete skeptic. I don't know if this is legit. I don't know if this is worth the $4 a day superfoods, to this completely transforming my life. And I see the vision. I know what this will do. I know the freedom and the financial, like, whatever I want to do-ness, this will provide. That's so not even proper English, but I know the possibility. And so if you don't know the possibility, don't prejudge this. Don't be like, oh, that's for someone else. I don't believe coaching is for everyone. I don't. I think it takes a special person that wants to be vulnerable and that's willing to develop themselves into the next level of themselves. But those are the characteristics that it takes you guys. It's not about how extroverted you are, or how many people you know, or what kind of a salesperson you are. It's not about the number on the scale or the size of your clothes. It truly is about the heart characteristics, the whether or not you want to be committed to your journey, whether or not you actually want to change your life inside and out, physically and emotionally. It comes down to you deciding that you're ready to do the hard shit and to get better at being you and to be consistent and to become more accountable and to shine the light for other people. All of those things are such a freaking gift. Such a freaking gift. So I'm so grateful for Beachbody. I'm so grateful that my friend was persistent and she kept inviting me just like we keep inviting you. And I want you to listen to your gut nudge. And yeah, it's scary. Anytime you start something new, it's scary, but I want you to know there's a roadmap. And if you're coachable and you're willing to plug in and you're willing to do the uncomfortable things, the tiny daily actions that compound into greatness, your life and the lives of so many other people will completely transform. So if you're open, if you have any kind of questions, let us know so that we can answer them. If you want to get started, let's do it. This new program's rolling out. It's called Morning Meltdown 100, and it rolls out for coaches the 1st of July, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And so I'm going to encourage all of you to come in with the tools to do that. I think there's going to be so much momentum and so much excitement. It's a beginner to intermediate to advanced program. There's 2 modifiers. There's a modifier, which means there's someone who's going to take the exercises and make them a little bit easier. And then there's another one that's going to make those even easier as well. Beachbody. We're not about having a body for the beach. It's not about being in the best shape of your life. Like, you can. Our workouts are world class. Our trainers are world class. But truly, this is about you having health and feeling good in your skin wherever you're at, whatever the number is. It's about you taking ownership of your journey and finding your tribe. We are a team. And it's not, you're just out there trying to figure it out. If you are a lone wolf and you want to do it your way, you can. But I'm telling you that as kind of an introverted, I don't really want to team player because that will make me vulnerable and feel unsafe, reformed kind of person. I'm letting you know that this is it's helped me so much and I'm so freaking grateful for it. So that Morning Meltdown is too many words. Morning Meltdown 100 rolls out for coaches July 1st. And you can get started right now. You can get started and get your momentum and get your training under your belt. And it's never I have to wait until I figure this all out. None of us ever get it figured out, my friends. We just start and we lead with our passion and we lead with our authenticity and your struggle and your victory and your real. And that's what people want. People want to believe in someone just like them. People don't believe in themselves. That's why we are hope peddlers. Yes, we have a product to share. Yes, we have things that we can sell, but at the root of it, it's about us working on our own journeys and peddling hope, peddling possibility. Like, if I can change my life, if I can change my relationships, if I can change my body, why can't you? And so I'm so grateful for it. So coaching, it's amazing. I think that not everyone can do this business. Like I've said a couple times, I think that people who thrive at this business, I think that oftentimes they're introverts. I think so, because it's something that you run from your home. You build this business on your phone. You plug in when it works for you. You don't. You plug out when you need to. And I just think that the most important characteristics, it's not about your personal transformation. It's not about your skill set. It's about you being coachable, you being willing, you being focused on staying accountable to your own journey and plugging into the tribe and doing the training. Like, those are the things. Consistency. The people who make it at this business, the people who are the winners of this business are just consistent. They're consistent. They have a vision for what it can be, and they're open to doing the hard work to get there. And so if that's you, if you're like, yeah, I could totally see myself doing this. Yeah, that's me. I want to be consistent. I want to get momentum. I want to share with my story with other people, because my hard is my testimony, and it will help give life to other people. I'm a firm believer that everything we go in now, everything we go through, no matter how gnarly and how hard and how just it can be, it's like it can be a gift, you guys. And the old me, the pre-Beachbody Sarah, the one who hadn't done the personal development, I never would have seen it as that. I would have seen it as, this is a personal attack on me. I can't believe this stuff is happening to me. And because I've been at this for a couple of years, because I've continuously, every single day, done the work, not on my body, but on myself, on my heart, on my mind, I see that the hard things, they're still freaking hard. They still suck ass. But I can see now the gift in those, and I can see the opportunity to flip it and to shine the light for someone else just like me who doesn't have this in their life yet. If any of that resonates with you, you need to talk to your coach and you need to make a plan, and it's your journey, your coaching journey, your fitness journey is so specific and personal. It's not a one size fits all. Don't watch all of our stories and be like, oh, I couldn't do that, or you're different. We all start somewhere, and we're all going to spend the same amount of time every single day here. We're all spending the same amount of time. So the time will pass anyway. Why wouldn't you just plug in and see what will happen? This business, it's all about vision. It's all about possibility. And at the end of the day, it's about you taking ownership of your journey and really doing the work you need to do to become that next level version of yourself. So I'd love to have you with me. I would love to mentor you. I would love to have more coachable people on my team who are willing to do the thing, who see what this can be. I want the other women who are going to be like, I don't care where you're at in your fitness journey. I don't care where you're at in motherhood. I don't care where you're at in life. I care about those things, but I'm not going to prejudge you and hold you in a box. I want the women who are willing and ready to work, who are willing and ready to get uncomfortable, who know that their authenticity is their superpower. And all those things that feel shameful and icky and that we need to hide, that's actually, my friend, that's your freaking power. That is your power. So if you're ready, if you want to talk, if there's something in your way, let's hash it through. It's not for everyone. I don't want everyone. I want the women who are driven. I want the women who have a vision for their life, who want to pay it forward, who don't necessarily want to hold hands with other people all day long. No, I don't want to do that, but are willing to work on themselves day in and day out. And if you are in a place where you just need more accountability, that's here too. This is your journey. It's not one size fits all. You don't have to do it the same way I do it. If you want to, that would be amazing. And I will run with you and I will tell you all my tricks and I will plug you into the trainings that have helped me. But this is your journey and you have to take ownership of it, whether it's your fitness journey or your business journey or your best life freaking journey. And I believe that they all mirror each other. So if you need anything, I am here. Morning Meltdown 100 is coming up. That releases early for coaches. So if for no other reason, you should be like, I want to become a coach so I can get early access to this program, because it doesn't hit Beachbody on demand until October 1st. If you want to wait till October 1st, that's cool. That's amazing. We'll have groups around it. But I am excited. I'm ready for something that is going to be 20 to 30 minutes a day. That's going to focus on mindset. It's all about our mantra, progress over perfection. And just you working on becoming the best freaking version of yourself every single day. That's what coaching is. It's not about selling. Not about selling. It's not even about growing a team. Those are portions of what we do, but what we really do at the core is we work on becoming the best version of ourselves and realizing our potential and owning the vision.